Open our lives to you, O loving God. Open our hearts. Would anyone else like to come up for a story this morning? Hi, Jack. It's good to see you. Hi, Ellie. It's good to see you too. Again, second time this week. And it's good to have you back, Catherine. I hope you're glad to be back. What's that? You're a little cold? Oh, that's too bad. Well, I have a story to tell you this morning, and this story starts where a lot of our stories start. Yeah, in the desert land, the land that we call the Holy Land, the place where Jesus was born and lived and taught people about God. And some of you were here a couple of weeks ago when I told the story about Jesus leaving home, and he went out to the river and met a guy there named John, and he spent a lot of time there. It was like he went to university. He left to go out and learn what John had to say about God, and he was baptized out there in the river. And he felt so good after, yeah. And he decided that he was going to spend his whole life teaching people how to love better. That's what he was going to do. And so when he decided to leave there, he thought, where should I start? And he didn't want to just go home, because sometimes when you go home, people don't take you very seriously because you grew up there, right? You need to go somewhere where they don't know you. So he went to a little bigger town called Capernaum, which was near Nazareth, where he was from, but a little bigger. People didn't know him there. And so he went there and he started teaching people about love and about God. And he was so gentle that people started to gather and listen to what he had to say. And more people. And soon there were so many people that were gathering that the word of that spread through the whole country, even to his hometown of Nazareth, that there was this amazing guy named Jesus who was so loving and so gentle, and when he talked, people just couldn't help but listen. And his reputation started to grow. And he spent a lot of time there. And then one day, and of course what happened is that some people didn't just listen to him, they also wanted to be with him and help him and be followers or disciples. And so some of them actually changed their lives and followed him. So one day, they were talking and Jesus said, I'd like to go home. I'd like to go back to where I was born and see what's happening there. And so they made the trip back to Nazareth. And as he arrived there, and people saw him, they immediately recognized him and came running out into the streets, welcoming him back. Oh, that's a long story. Whoops, backwards. Yeah, so they came out to welcome him. Well, that was from another story. So just pretend it's not there. They don't really have holes in their head. Yeah, so they welcomed, and they were so excited. They were saying, "Oh, Jesus, it's so good to see you back. We remember when you were here as a little boy, and you've been gone for so long, and it's great to have you back. Why don't you come and speak in the temple or in the church?" And so he thought, okay, well, yeah, I can do that. So they went to the temple, and all the people gathered in to listen. Well, not those people, because they're from a different place, right? They're from Canada. All the people from Nazareth were there. And as the story goes, no, they stayed at home. Okay. And so Jesus, and some of you, well, no, you wouldn't have heard this last week because this wasn't done in the children's time last week. But he got one of the scrolls out and he read from the scroll, which was like their Bible, because they didn't have books then. They just had scrolls with things written on them. And so Jesus read to all the people of Nazareth. And as he finished, they were just amazed, and they were saying, "Oh, he speaks so well. We could listen to him for hours. And he's so gentle. He could be my best friend." And they were just so excited, and they were all glued to him. And then he put the scroll down, and he turned to them and he said, "I need to say something else to you. I need to say that you people are sometimes too concerned with rules, and the rules get in the way of your loving each other. And some of you think that you're better than other people that don't live here, like that are strangers. And some of you think that God likes you more than strangers. And some of you are not always very nice to one another. But I'm telling you that what I've learned is that this is not God's way. You have to stop being afraid, and you must let love guide everything that you do." Well, the people got mad. They got mad. They said, "How dare you come into our town where you grew up and tell us what to do? You have no right to do that." And they got really, really mad. And they surrounded him. And they pushed him out of the temple and to the edge of town, and were getting ready to throw him off a cliff. I wonder how it would feel to come home after being away for a long time. Well, before that, just to come home. I wonder how it would feel to come home after being away for a long time. Happy? I wondered how it would feel if your family and your friends that you grew up with and knew all got mad at you. I wonder how that would feel. Not very nice. I wonder why they went from liking Jesus to wanting to get rid of him. That's a strange one, isn't it? I wonder what happened next.
Can you tell us?
I wonder what happened next. Maybe his family helped him.
I think he's going to tell us next weekend.
Well, that's the great mystery.
What?
We're going to sing a song called "Welcome Jesus, You Are Welcome," because even though this happened, we know it's important to welcome him into our lives. Welcome.
Come as me.